Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. I want to take a few minutes to invite you all to a group session live on March 6th, Thursday, March 6th, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's where I am. It's $25 for 1 hour. Right now, I think I have around 30 people who have signed up, tuning into the energies of this group session. I'm going to start with an intentional prayer and then get into a reading, a tarot reading, for about 40 minutes or so. And then take the last 20 minutes of the reading to step out of the reading phase and into a healing phase where we can clear whatever's brought up. And so you can go away feeling lighter, with more clarity, more yourself. So the two chakras specifically that came up around this reading were the base chakra and the solar plexus chakra. Blocks, limited beliefs in these chakras that are ready to be cleared. So if that sounds good, if you're tuning into this amazing transformational energy and want to be a part of it, then I'll put a link in the description box, transformational group session, with a link that takes you right to my book online page. So looking forward to seeing so many of you there live. So, all right, let's get to your reading. All right. Oh, two came out. All right. These are my new tarot cards. I'm not selling them. The After Tarot. Look at this box that it came in with, a huge... It's gorgeous. I mean, I'm fanning over this. The illustrations are so amazing. It's the moment after the original tarot illustrations. And so it gives a lot of inspiring new energies. So, all right, let's get to your reading. The overall energy of this reading is the Page of Swords. This person feels a bit hesitant. They're not used to the sword, the weight. They're learning. Here come some people in this illustration. Is this person, the Page of Swords, going to learn how to use the sword with these people, or are these people coming to teach them? That's so curious. It feels like you're learning something new. You have a beginner's mindset, which is fantastic. A willingness to learn. I want to learn how to use this sword. Swords are often communication or clarity, upper chakras. So it feels like you've got this beginner's mindset. You're learning something new. A new way of seeing something, a new way of communicating something. Wow. Okay. What's this new energy? Oh my gosh. Two more pages popped out. Page of Cups with their back turned and a Page of Pentacles in reverse with their back turned. Okay. So there's, along with the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Wands coming out as a challenge in this energy. Okay. I could read this several different ways. Let me just start reading. It looks like you've got this beginner's mindset. Feels like you're not quite sure how to say something, and there's these people coming. Not quite sure how to communicate something to a Queen of Swords in reverse. This is someone who's very confused. Feels like this person's very difficult to communicate with because of I'm just going to gender because it's on the card, because of her belief system, her mindset feels very limited. Very confused. Who's the Queen of Swords in reverse? Who's the Queen of Swords in reverse? Who's this energy? How can the viewer recognize? Ace of Cups came out as a challenge. This feels like a toxic mother. Someone who's got a mindset that's already full cup. Full cup as in you can't add to a full cup. You can't teach to someone who's in full cup mentality. The cup is full. You add anything, overflow. They've got the belief that they already know everything. They've already seen everything. They've already experienced. It's hard to connect to a full cup person. It's hard to be in this Page of Swords, trying to find some type of common ground, trying to communicate, maybe even a new concept, a new idea to this toxic feminine energy. Feels like this person has ideas and maybe demonstrated them. This feels like a mother, a toxic mother, who has this idea of what love is, but that's not love. That is not loving. I don't think she understands what love is. This feels like someone very emotionally immature, not comfortable with their emotions. They don't know what to do with their emotions. Yeah, very immature. They don't know what love is, and so they probably didn't pass on loving. This feels like someone very manipulative. I know everything. It feels like you had to protect yourself from your own mother, or you're needing to now. This person does not know how to reconnect the dots and learn something, to see things from a different vantage point. This person just keeps repeating the same cycle over and over again. It feels like as I'm tuning in that you're guarded, or you need to be guarded against this person, since creating healthy boundaries, it feels like with Wounded Warrior coming up as a challenge around this, it feels like there's a need to protect yourself. There's a need to create healthy boundaries because this mom, toxic mom, is immature. It feels like they're just stuck in an old mindset. They can't reconnect dots. So it feels like with the Page of Swords that you're wanting to communicate something wanting to learn something. What's the Page of Swords about? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So there's some type of inheritance, a lost inheritance. Some type of financial, oh, this just got, went to a whole different level. Okay. There's some type of lost inheritance. It feels like that I'm perceiving, it feels like someone tried to juggle your inheritance, tried to mess with your inheritance, mess with some financial stability, security. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of communication blocks here. There's the King of Swords also coming up in reverse in this energy. This is someone trying to outwardly taking action to control some type of narrative, to lie, deceive around money, abundance. With the Death card, it could have been around someone's ending because there's an inheritance. But what I'm perceiving is there's some ending to your mom, it's a mother figure. I'll just keep going as your mom. You figure out who this is for you. A mom stole your inheritance, someone emotionally immature, someone you need to guard yourself against, to protect yourself. You might be exhausted from having to protect yourself from someone who is this immature, who's a full cup, who can't learn anything new, who doesn't know what love is. This is someone who works with manipulation. I'm not really liking, I get, it feels impossible to talk to this feminine energy. Why is the Magician here? Who's the Magician? It's your energy. Okay, so you're a Page of Swords. You're willing to learn things, reconnect the dots, start from scratch, start over, and you've got Magician energy. You have everything that you need to create what you want. Again, there's 7 of Wands in reverse. It's a lack of protection, a lack of guardedness, a lack of protection. I feel like this mom has provided a lack of protection for you. Maybe neglect. It doesn't feel like this mother really protected you. Knows how to protect you, knows how to love you. I think the way the Page of Swords is showing up next to the Queen of Swords in reverse, I keep looking at how this person has got this sword readied against this energy. Like recognizing who this person really is. I think you're seeing this person and recognizing that they're not for you. If you didn't, it feels like you already knew that, but there's something new coming out. More details about how this person has taken advantage of the relationship they have and your love for family, for mother, for mom, but they don't return that at all. This is not love. This is someone you need to protect yourself from. You're not hearing it here first. This would be very validating. You wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, what? What? There's a tarot reader online. That's not, this is someone, this would be validating for someone. It looks like you have given into this relationship with this mother and don't get anything in return. I think what I'm seeing here is you're choosing to be happy despite this relationship. All right, let's move on. Let me see, actually, in regards to the inheritance. Is there anything in regards to an inheritance, a lost inheritance, lost legacy, lost happily ever after? Ooh. Sad news, a long road reversed, false person, a journey, big luck reversed, unexpected money. I feel like the sad news could be someone passing, a death. I'm not predicting. This would have already happened. Someone's long road, long journey ended, and there's a false person, this feminine energy. So there's a false person, which is this toxic mother energy, a journey. This false person has been on a journey, big luck reverse, but their fortunes have shifted. Something has shifted in the energies. Their luck is removed, and then there's unexpected money. So some of you might be getting unexpected money. Feels like something has shifted. It feels like this mother might have been able to take money, an inheritance from you, a legacy, take what's yours, create a false story. Feels like this is ending. And then I get this energy of you being happy. I'm going to move on. So interesting. We'll continue. The hidden blessing is the Four of Wands in reverse. A hidden blessing in unhappiness. Hidden blessing in a lack of joy, lack of success, lack of celebration, lack of moving to the next. Ooh, Five of Cups. Okay. Okay. It feels like with Four of Wands in reverse, there might have been an end to a relationship that's very upsetting for you, whether it's this relationship with this toxic mother. It feels like the Four of Wands is a wedding card, celebration. A lot of times it's the 1111 portal. It's a portal of happiness where you go from one level of like dating to engagement, or taking it from engagement to marriage. It's taking things to the next happy level of celebration. This is the opposite. It's someone getting more and more unhappy, less and less joy. There's nothing there. There's no celebration. And then 5 of Cups, someone grieving a loss. It feels like there's been some relationship. For some of you, this feels like an end of a marriage where it just got more and more unhappy. And then there was this huge loss. But it feels like that's a hidden blessing for you. As difficult as this ending was, it feels like it was done for you to remove you from this unhappiness. Yes. Wow. Thank you, cards. So 2 of Cups in reverse, breakup. Now this is interesting. Knight of Swords. Communication. It feels like this happened quickly, this breakup. It caused a lot of grief. This is such a fast-moving energy. It feels a bit fast is all I'm getting around that. But it looks like this ending is so you can get a dream come true, that you could heal, so you could heal. This is the Star card, Aquarian energy. Feels like you're a star, that you have healing properties, healing qualities. You shine. Yeah, there's a little magical qualities here. An ability to heal. What can I say? I keep getting healing. And it feels like the hidden blessing was that this relationship ended, so you could heal from it and have some dream come true. And behind the Star card, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny. Oh, destiny. Feels like this relationship, a toxic relationship, was removed so you could step into your star quality. So you could heal and have a dream come true. So you could take control of your Wheel of Fortune, your destiny, and have the life that you prefer. I get the feeling, I'm looking energetically, that you might have wanted your dream with this person, this relationship, even though it was making you unhappy. I think that you really wanted this relationship to bring you happiness and joy, but it didn't. It feels like it kept getting worse and worse, and it feels very upsetting that it didn't work out, even though there might not have been joy and happiness in this connection. It's still devastating, but it feels like this was done for you. This person, this relationship removed so you can heal, so you can step into who you really are and take control of your destiny. Wow. What you're leaving behind is the World card in reverse. Yes. The World card is ending a cycle. It's the last card of the tarot deck. And the first is the Fool, and then it ends with the World card. So you end with accomplishments and achievements. But your card came up in reverse. What you're leaving behind is not achieving, not leaving the cycle, not learning, not maturing, not growing, but repeating cycles again and again. So at the beginning of this reading, we're at Page of Swords, willing to see things from a different perspective, willing to invite in that beginner's mindset, not being a full cup. I have a lot to learn from this life. I have a lot to learn about me, about the world that I'm in. And it feels like you've been repeating cycles with people who don't want to learn anything new. Fool card. It's just talking. So you are ready to have a new beginning, start in a new direction. And it looks like what you're also leaving behind is being afraid, allowing fear to stop you from making moves, allowing other people's fears. So there are our own internal fears and worries and concerns that stop us from becoming the version of ourselves and having the life that we prefer. And then it also feels like there are people that have been in your world, toxic mother, an ex, who just can't perceive you, your star energy, that don't understand what you're drawn to, it feels like these people don't possess the qualities of being able to really perceive you, because they can only perceive people to the depth at which they have perceived themselves. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who's not really examined in a truthful, honest way who they are. This feels like someone who's tried to control a story, a narrative. They're very worried about their perception of how they're perceived, but that activity does not allow self-examination and seeing blind spots, seeing shadows. So it's not conducive to growth, because growth is being willing to perceive uncomfortable truths, being willing to see blind spots about yourself, own who you are so you can make changes. And what I'm getting here, what I'm perceiving, are people unwilling to learn, to have that beginner's mindset, unwilling to see things from a different perspective. And so they repeat cycles. They allow fears to dictate their movements. It feels like these people also are so afraid of perception. It feels like they want to be perceived as perfect, but aren't willing to. This is just controlling narrative, controlling perception. And it feels like this toxic mother, and then there's this could be your ex as well, showing up here, controlling narrative, trying to control how others perceive you. Maybe also for a long time controlling how you perceived yourself to keep you in line. But it looks like with this Page of Swords that you're willing to have a beginner's mindset, willing to see uncomfortable truths, it feels like you're wanting to be a master, and by being a master you're willing to start over, to reconnect the dots in a different way, to see the world in a different way. And so you're leaving behind a lot of fears, which is making you very happy. It feels like the more you leave deceptive people who just have not examined themselves very deeply, so they can't relate, they can't perceive you in a deep way because they haven't learned anything deep about themselves. So what might be hurtful is that these people have never really been able to fully see who you are because they've only examined themselves in a very shallow way, and it feels like you've got some deep waters. You've got some depth about you that you're willing to explore. But I don't feel like they can perceive you fully. Not giving them an out, not making an excuse. I'm just saying you're very different in your willingness to have a beginner's mindset, to choose to be happy. It also feels like you've got magician energy. You can create what you want in a way. These people might also recognize that you've got that magician quality. Maybe you're a conscious manifester, got a little magic about you. They don't know how to do that. It feels like they want you to create for them, but they don't want to appreciate you or give any props your way. As I said, you're leaving that energy behind, and as you do, it looks like you're getting happier and happier the more you leave these energies behind. Whew. All right, how to get the most of this energy is the Six of Pentacles. Blessings coming in. There's a discernment around how to get the most of this energy. Is you have learned who to invest in and who not to. In this image of the Six of Pentacles, these people are leaving because this person, has decided to give to this one. I'm not giving, for whatever reason, not giving to you two. I'm investing into this person. I feel like you have decided that an ex and your mother, you're not going to invest into anymore. No more of this toxicity. For all the reasons I've already discussed. All right, 2 cards came out around what's supporting you. King of Swords. Oh my gosh. And 3 of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords is discernment, cutting off, cutting out, taking the lead, stepping into your authority, and cutting out what doesn't work. There's only one person on this 3 of Pentacles imagery. Usually there are 3 people, so it feels like there are 2 specific people that I'm communicating about that are more of a burden. This has that energy of someone that does all the work in a group project. Remember that? And is burdened by this work, burdened by working with these people. And with 3 of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Swords, it looks like you're cutting out people who don't put in the work, don't put in the effort. If they don't value you, they don't pour into you. There's also Pentacles, which came up in this at the beginning. People who feel very confident taking what's yours, of juggling you, that can't perceive you, your value, your worth, because they just can't. They can't see it. They can't acknowledge it. It feels like what's supporting you is what you're cutting out. Cutting out people, relationships, situations, environments that don't support you, that you feel burdened by. It feels like you're giving yourself permission, like, this is just exhausting. I can't do this. If it's in regards to work, just assessing what's working, what you get a financial return on your investment, your time, and what doesn't, let it go. Cut it out. You only have so much bandwidth, so much energy, so much time, and it feels like what's supporting you is learning to cut away what doesn't work. All right, what to be mindful of is the Four of Cups. Look at this. He's taken that cup and he's poured it out. He is not interested. This feels like I'm not interested in what is this cup, a love cup, emotions. I think you recognize that it's sour milk that's being pulled out. It's not, it might look, the cup might look gold and shiny, but on the inside, it's not love. I think you recognize that what these two people have to offer is not love, because they don't know what love is themselves, because they haven't explored, because they are deceptive and cruel, and they feel very comfortable trying to control your narrative and trying to take what's yours, even financially. Anything else that the viewer needs to know, should be mindful of around? Thank you. Oh, wow. It looks like if you recognize this is not love, I do not want this, I do not accept, you're not, it doesn't feel like you're accepting what these two have to offer. And by doing that, we've got Empress, Justice, Three of Cups. Three of Cups could be these three cups you already have here. I think it feels like discernment. You're recognizing who really is investing into you, investing into a relationship, not like it's transactional, but who drains you, who is exhausting, and you're not going to get anything out of that relationship. It just burdens you. I think you're recognizing and cutting out what emotionally, physically does not work for you. And by doing that, you're in your divine feminine energy, creating, it feels like you're creating a new world around you. One that is just and fair, balanced for yourself. Because it doesn't feel like you get justice with these people at all. And it looks like you already have three cups of people celebrating you, celebrating a victory. Feels like this is a great place to start. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, embodying justice by creating a fair environment that you enjoy, by keeping your mindset even and balanced, not going down a rabbit hole of thought, but staying fair and balanced. It feels like you're creating justice for yourself. And there are people here to celebrate you. Wow, that feels beautiful. All right, so I'm going to do an extended reading. So if this has resonated, I'm halfway through the reading. There's a link in the description box below. It says extended reading here. You follow that link. It takes you right to part 2 on Patreon, where I'll be looking at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. If this is where I leave you, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.